Okay. Today I wanted to talk about the romanticization of drugs. Not in rap culture because I don't even know where to begin. That's not my culture, and I don't give a fuck about codeine or lean or shrooms or anything like that. That was never me. I want to go back. I want to tell you a little story when I was younger. First off, my grandma, rest her soul somewhere. Hopefully she's somewhere in alternate reality with a lot of somas, clonopins, and Vicodins just to make her little self happy. You know, in a world with a bunch of Persian cats and blue recliners. You know, the westerns 24/7, John Wayne, you know, movies all day long. I really hope, you know, that's what's annoying because people say I'm anti-religious and I'm negative, but dude, I seriously wish there was something like that where you could choose to be any age you wanted and have all the things you love and all the animals that you've lost and all that shit. I really wish that was a fucking thing, but it's just unrealistic. You know, maybe in some alternate universe there is, but the Abrahamic God, I'm just not into. But I don't want to make this a super long video, but so yeah, that was my grandma. Everything could be cured by a pill. So when I used to have headaches when I was younger, she used to get 2 tablespoons and crush up extra strength Vicodin and Valium and mix it with sugar and a little bit of Pepsi, and all crushed up, she would give that to me when I was like 4, you know, until I could learn how to swallow pills. And it wasn't done with any ill intent or like she's trying to drug me or whatever. It's just, oh, you hurt? You need to fix it. Here's a pill. And that's how she was kind of raised. You know, mind you, her dad, my great grandpa, was like the VP or president of RC Cola and Coke and all that fun shit. And yeah, he was an alcoholic and I think severely schizophrenic because he died in an insane asylum. So, I mean, that just says something right there. She said it was a rest home, but no. That's another story for another day. But, so between that and then the fact I used to think my mom's cologne was like weed mixed with hot damn. Love you, Mom. But, you know, I really did until I was like 12, 13. I thought that was the cologne you wore. I didn't know what those smells were. It's funny, but I think I told her that. Anyway, like the romanticization of drugs, of not feeling anything, of feeling like you're slowly going into the abyss, you're calm, there's something really beautiful about being really dark and depressed. There's something really inspiring and comforting about it, you know, say like it raining and being a dark day and, you know, candlelight and whatever, you know, there's like a vampiristic kind of romantic vibe that you get. Like I used to, you know, people, because I used to cut myself, right? So people used to think I just wanted attention and it was so whatever. Like, no, like straight up. Like I used to do it to like give myself little scarification tattoos. Or when I was really into like vampirism and stuff, I had this little chalice, which ended up actually being a candle holder. And I would bleed into it and try to fill it just because I thought it looked cool, you know, or drink it, you know. These glasses make me look like I have fucking Down syndrome, but whatever. So yeah, it was never for attention. It's all for myself. That's what's funny when people try to tell me, oh, you're just trying to fit in or you're just trying to get attention. Like, no, bitch, I want everyone to leave me the fuck alone. I want it to be loved for sure, but I don't want anyone else's attention. You know. But yeah, so that's what I grew up with is, you know, you take Vicodin and you take a Soma to feel better, or, you know, you take clonopins for headaches and and you just, you know, very, very medicated, and that's not the way to go. You're not really going to solve your problems by not feeling for the moment. They're still going to be there. And if you're with someone that doesn't like you doing drugs, you're just going to make worse problems, or you're going to cause an anxiety, and you're going to have more of a fear of getting caught and all that shit. That's why I'm really glad I don't do that anymore. You know, it adds an extra level of unneeded stress. But yeah, I remember when I was about 13 and it was like a ritual. I would gear up to watch Headbangers Ball on Friday nights, back when they were still good. That and Fuse and like some of the Christian channels, because they had like Under Oath and some of those cool bands on there. And like the Red Chord and like some other shit. like, do you know Impending Doom is actually a Christian band? So they were on the Christian channel, the GAC, the gospel channel, which was fucking awesome. But what I used to do is I used to take cranberry juice or cran-raz, whatever I had, and then the Simply lemonade or whatever, and lemon juice, and I used to mix it up or whatever, and then I used to crush about a couple of Vicodins, Somas, Clonopins, maybe even a Flexeril here and there, but, you know, just a bunch of shit, and I would sip it throughout the whole night and just write and just record on VHS tapes, you know, the Headbangers Ball stuff. And that was like, that seemed like totally appropriate behavior then, which is just interesting because so it is, you know, some of how you're raised is like attributes to how you end up in the habits you end up having. It's kind of funny how some medicine says it's habit forming. Like, yes, it's an addiction, but it does become a habit. So I'm not condoning it or saying it's right, but when you see it done like that and you're around that, it just kind of seems not like a hobby, but it's just like part of your day. It's a routine, which took a very long time to break, you know, and you had to want it for yourself. But sometimes when you're given that ultimatum, you kind of know where you stand and know what you got to do, you know. But like with the One Atreyu song, 5 Vicodin chased with a shot of clarity, done that before. Taken 5 Vicodin and, you know, shots of whatever, and just thought about shit, and, you know, it puts you in a different mindset, and it is what it is, and it was what it was for that time in my life, you know. But it's just, I would never recommend someone do that, you know. It's, you know, it's not for everybody, and not everyone comes out of it. You know, I mean, like, don't even get me started on how, like, rap and other shit like that fucking, you know, like, just talk kids about, like, all this shit, and it's just so normalized, and that's fine. But back in the day when metal and alternative rock was, or emo and screamo was, like, more mainstream, they were just so evil and bad. But because, I swear, but because it's black people talking about drugs, that it's fine, you know. Like, racist as that might sound, but like Beyonce's new fucking movie, that Black is King shit. Like, dude, if someone had a video like White is King, that'd be so racist. But because it's a black person, it's not racist. It's just a prescription of the current culture and the current time. And I, you know, I'm not trying to sound like a Republican because I don't know what I am, really. I don't care. My name's Courtney, you know. But like, I just can't stand when people try to force shit down your throat. I just like to be open-minded, but everyone needs to force down everyone's throat how special everyone is, and it's just not true. Like, you're not special. Not one person on this fucking earth is special. I love Marilyn Manson. He's done a lot of, you know, whatever. He's special because he's actually done something with his life and helps millions of people, or at least, you know, like Otep says, if I can't be loved, then I'll be hated. You know, she's special, but not every fucking person gets to be special, and that special doesn't mean you're special forever, you know. Also meaning Otep, she kind of ran her course. I don't know what the fuck she's doing now. I swear she has like a silent hard-on for Trump, the way she talks about him. Love you, Otep, but just saying. That'd be dope if you ever saw this and responded to this, so send this to her, please. By the way, she's like the only musician that's ever responded to me, like, through Twitter and on YouTube. So, shout out to that. Yeah, just irritated with life and wondering what the fuck I'm doing, and it's a long video. It's gonna take like 2 days to upload, so yeah.